have a squirrel right about there. Is there anything to screw into, honey?
Well, I've got a couple of things to screw into. I just don't know if I can get this flap up. You see the way it has to work.
That in itself you think would be enough to get it and encourage it out of there.
Oh, the flap came down.
Oh, shoot. The squirrel saga continues. I don't know if you can see, but that's the squirrel cage. Let's see. In the lawn, front of the house. And that's not where we put it. The door is definitely closed, and it's covered in snow. But is there a squirrel inside? Or did a raccoon just move the cage? Maybe it was the hedgehog, honey, huh? Move the cage.
Hedgehog likes insulation and apples?
Yeah. There was food inside there.
I baited it.
Honey, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. What you doing?
Well, the squirrel protocol relocation is underway.
Do you think, what are the chances of there actually being a squirrel in you were trying to zip up your zipper with your gloves on. What do you think the chances are of there actually being a squirrel in there, or has it been pulled out by another animal?
The thing is that in this situation, as in situations before, I'm sterile. I'm going in.
Well, you didn't answer my question.
What? I'm going to Buc-ee's.
No.
Squirrel.
Do you think what are the chances? Do you think it's a squirrel, or do you think a bigger animal has relocated the trap?
I put fiberglass insulation, peanut butter, and apples in there. There's got to be a varmint.
You think it's a squirrel?
Could be a squirrel.
You think it's 100% chances of a squirrel?
Well, I don't know if it's 100% chance of anything because that sucker's pretty smart. But
I don't know. Can a squirrel move? That trap is heavy.
Yeah, well, if he starts jumping around inside there.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not feeling real confident that it's actually a squirrel. There's nothing in there? So something moved the trap.
I'll be able to see the trap. Maybe. If it was snowing already.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Trap is tripped.
The trap is tripped.
I don't understand how it got tripped and then how this got moved.
Yeah. And what about inside? What is there apples inside there?
Apple. Peanut butter's gone.
The peanut butter's gone.
The insulation is gone.
And the apple's gone?
And there is one part of a small part of an apple.
Darn squirrel.
I heard something last night when I was up. But I don't know, I didn't know what it was. I just thought it could be somebody's door shutting or whatever. I wonder if it was this.
Huh.
I will reinstall it. I will bait it. I'm going to run electrical wires to it. So if somebody touches it,
No,
they're crispy.
we're not electrocuting the squirrel, people. Don't worry. He's... What you doing?
Well, I'm sterile. I'm going in.
Going in.
we've got a fireplace, and we have not really known. There's some bricks missing. There's all kinds of things. We had a company come out and look at it for us, you know, because we wanted to do a wood burning stove, and they said it'd be several $1,000s to fix it because it was just in bad shape.
8,000 to be exact.
So anyway, so we're looking at just trying to, you know, kind of put a Band-Aid on it to try to get it to where we're going to sooner or later put a electric fireplace in here. So we just decided, you know, just to fill this thing full of grout, these in between these bricks. And as we get in here and really look, because I've never really crawled inside with the light on and look.
So this is what's called thin set?
Called thin set. It's used to set tile, but in this situation, because we don't care.
We're not worried about how it looks.
About how it looks. I'm using this, and I've made it really thick so that I can fill in these spaces.
Yeah, the huge gaps.
Here we go. So at the back of this brick is all these voids. Some of the fire brick has been removed.
Yeah, in that left-hand corner there.
And there's big places where I can stick my whole hand in there. So
yeah,
that's what we've got to fill up.
Yeah.
All that. So.
And a crack in the floor too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the biggest voids were over there to the left, and there was a lot of air coming through there. There was
a lot of air. There was. I had never crawled in there. Lori had seen some pretty good sized gaps, but I'd never crawled in there before.
Yeah.
And so when I crawled in there, then of course it was some good sized gaps and air coming up through the basement. We don't have a full basement, but we have a partial basement where the hot water heater is and the furnaces and stuff under there. So just air coming up through all that.
Yeah. Yeah. And another reason why we can't really even just make it a wood-burning fireplace without having it completely reconstructed. They were going to have to take it all down, lots of dust, lots of debris, this should have been done back when they remodeled the house. It's too much to do, really, once you're living in the house. When he described what he was going to have to do, I was like, oh, my, no. Yeah, so.
Yeah, he was going to have to disassemble all this stone and tile and brick and everything and kind of start over. And so we're like, and then he said it was going to be, you know, probably $8,000 if we went one way. And I said, well, what if you just rebuild the inside of it? Well, he said that's only probably about, you know, maybe $1,500 worth of parts, material. But he said it's probably same thing. You're getting close to $8,000 by the time all the labor, because it'd take me 3 or 4 days to tear all this thing apart and rebuild it. Yeah. So it really just became a thing where we just said, well, we're not going to spend $8,000 on.
And then he said too, with even just if a wood burning fireplace loses a lot of heat, you actually don't get a lot of heat in the house.
And then he was describing the mess it was going to make.
The mess.
And so it was just like Lori says, if you didn't live here and you were remodeling and you had, you know, all the windows open and you could dust the place out, then that would be fine. But not living here.
Yeah. We've decided that since haven't quite landed on what the electrical fireplace is yet, and we may not do that for a while because that's a big investment, we just want this to look nice in the meantime, so that's why you're going to paint it.
So right now, my wife wants it to look nice. That's why I'm painting it. Because for me, I don't care.
You don't care.
But anyway, I feel like this is a step in the right direction. And she wants to paint it to where it doesn't, you know, stick out like a sore thumb, which is fine.
Yeah. It'll just look neater and tidier and cleaner. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
got a beautiful snowfall last night. Look at those trees. Oh, just gorgeous. So quiet. This is our latest squirrel activity. Just chased the squirrel away again. As you can see, he's crawled in on top of that piece of wood and pulling the insulation out. We're finding insulation on the ground. There's our trap that's doing us no good. Huh. What?
He ate the top of the shingles.
He ate the
These shingles go up to here.
Yeah.
He ate a hole through them
Oh my
and
gosh.
chewed through this stinking piece of wood.
Oh, I can see from here now it's starting to be gnawed on.
Yeah.
Here, take the phone and it's on.